Snow, baby.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another check day. The rain has finally stopped enough for us to get back at it. It's been pretty wet around here the last couple nights, but I took time this past week and got about 10 gallons of waxed dirt made up. So if anything got washed out where we used that dry dirt last week, we'll go ahead and reset in wax and get everything back working, because we're getting close to the middle of February. I usually pull at the end of February, so you know, I got a couple good weeks left of trapping till summer hits, so I want everything functioning and working like it should, so we can put up all we can. Anyhow, stay tuned. We're on the way to farm, and I'll get us on as soon as we get there. Stay tuned. Well, we've got a little bit of our pan cover exposed. I mean, we got quite a bit of rain. It looks good, except that pan cover showing. But we're gonna get some freezing the next couple of days coming, so I guess I'm gonna pull this thing and I bed it in wax dirt and reset it. And it looks like the rain is closed in my hole. Maybe where we caught that last one, he was working the catch circle. He pushed down on it, but the bait hole on that one on the outside is just mashed completely down. So run my pole down there and open it up, get it rebaited, and then we're gonna leave it alone because it's bedded good, a lot of grass. More or less a flat set, and get this and reset because it's been waterlogged. Other two sets on this side of the farm were empty and they were still covered good, so I'm gonna leave them as they are. Let me get this dug out and remade. Stay tuned. Look like it come in from this way. Knocked this over, kicked up right there. That's coyote scat. Well, that might have been what I had sitting there. It popped up with the trap, and trap pulled, snapped here. Oh. Something barreled out this way. Come through, hit it, and went this. That's what he did. It come this way, caught that set, and jumped, spun, whatever. I'd say more than likely coming from behind it. Probably wasn't even targeting the bait. Probably a deer stepped in it. But wet as it is, I would think I'd pick up some tracks right here. If a deer, you know, caught his foot and he jumped, landed, and turned, and I don't see any deer tracks. So it might have been a coyote that got missed. I don't know. We may never know. It's just part of trapping. Well, stick with me, guys. We'll get it remade. Set that scat to the side till we get it remade. All my bait looks to be down in there. Get me a little wax dirt on the bottom before I pound all this back in. Yeah, dog, everything looks all right on it. This was a flat set we made about a week into our spot here. Put a little around them springs like that, That'll keep it from holding that moisture. All this is pre-sifted. I probably just used more than I needed. Oh yeah, she's tight. It's a flat set, so I'm just gonna recover it with some grass clippings. And if I'm not sure on my bait, I'll run something like that down in there, see if I can feel it. And if I can smell it, I know we're all right. Ain't nothing touched it. You gotta watch sometimes, because clippings will hold that moisture, but as long as you got a little wax dirt with it, you'll be all right. Flat set's a tough set. It's a good set, good, strong, dependable set when you got inclement weather. It's how Zagger born the pipe dream set. Bend this back over. I'll put this scat back right there. Here it is, boys. Just pretty as can be. Hole right there, flat set there, trap pan's right here in this low spot. You seen it. And it's got wax dirt working for us now, so if we do get a little colder temperatures than they call for, we know our set's gonna be just fine. All right guys, stay with me, we'll move on down the line. Well guys, looks like today is a bust. But we've had 4 inches of rain the last like 32 hours, so I pretty much expected it. Here's our old trap bed where that coyote on the drag was on the last episode. Since he's pulled out, I mean, that is flooded. This is where he tore up at. We've still got a trail shooting here and a small trail here. So when they come across from these little thick spots, which would be perfect cable restraint spots, those would be perfect for cable restraints right here, right there. But I want them on weekends. I don't like to have to wait till the evening to come check them. I want to set them during the day, and then I know I can be here at, you know, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning and check them. Because I absolutely hate the fact that a dog could get chewed out of that thing and then run around with that darn cable stuck on it. I mean, even if he is a coyote, I don't want any animal to suffer or to be in discomfort or to struggle. And even though those cable restraints won't kill him, it'll sit there and eat in, and eventually it'll cut into his hide. As he grows and runs and gets it caught on shit, it just ends up making it very sore, and eventually will lead to the demise of that dog. And yeah, they can chew out. And you know, honestly, knock on wood, I've never had any get away from me. I've had one chewed out where there was about 2 strands of cable left when I got to him and got him dispatched. But like another hour or 2, he would have probably got loose. And knock on wood, all the other ones I've had 12, 14, 16 hours since I got there. And they were there, but I've had some come real close to getting out. Snares would be best, so you wouldn't have to worry about it, but you know, we can't use them in Tennessee. We can use cable restraints, we can't use snares. So, no big deal. I'm gonna reset this spot. I'm gonna move up since that bed's flooded. I'm gonna come up right here. It looks like they've pretty much took to this the last couple days. You can clearly see that trail right there goes up and up and through around that tree. So I'm gonna tuck in right here where they're already traveling and just pop me a set in right here and leave my drag just throw it over here. And I'm gonna keep it off this tree. What he done looks like when he run, he got hung. He come this way, got hung on this little tree. That root got him right there. Yeah. And then he got around this tree once to get back. Yeah. And he was over here like that, hung. That's how we found him. He blew this trail up. I don't know what this is. Like he actually dug, or that's just an old, I don't know what that is. Maybe a bush or something got ripped out. I'm thinking I'll throw the drag right there, and I'm gonna get a set on this trail right here. And we'll see if we can't pick another nut. Granted, they may go right through this opening now, but it looks like they've started there pretty good. We'll let this hunt a night or two. If we hadn't picked one up, we'll put one right here. But I feel like no busier than they are on this end. We put us a flashy dirt hole. It should do pretty good. If I ever showed y'all how I do my drags, how I stake them, I'll show you how I attach them to chain. I use number 3 chain, but I take one swivel at the end and attach it. And then I go up 3 or 4 links up, and I put 2 S hooks that aren't welded, just 2 S hooks, in 2 different chain links. So all the pressure when that dog or whatever I get's fighting is on these 2 S hooks right here. If he happens to bend them, well, then he's got a MB crunch proof swivel and 2 J hooks to contend with. But that lightens that load, and them S hooks will bend before they break. And he can really work on those, and we still got security back here, because, you know, you take a 35, 40-pound big dog, if he's freed up and can get 12 foot of running start hitting, I mean, he could really, you know, have a good chance of pulling out if you're not on a good pad catch. Or he got some torque and could really break something. And by me doing this, I know no matter how hung up it gets, I've got a safety on it, more or less, with them S hooks and then a swivel. I know it's overkill. That would probably hold a fucking grizzly bear. But I'd rather be safe than sorry, and I never want to lose no fur out of the trap. If I catch him, I want him there when I get there. So, I don't know, just thought I'd show you guys that. Anyway, stay tuned, I'll get this set. Hey guys, got it remade. Now I'm fixing to get it baited up. Use my dirt hole tool, drove that in. I don't know if that urine will hold up, but we're gonna try it. All right, guys. We got one going down this trail we need to look at. It may be set off, I don't know. If it is, we'll get it remade, but if it ain't, then that's gonna do it for this episode. I don't know if any of y'all are the praying type, but if y'all are, I'd appreciate y'all say a prayer for my mama. She's been fighting cancer for a while, and she's had it whooped for a pretty good few months now. I mean, she's really come a long way. But doctors are saying it's back and in her throat and lungs and stuff, so I just fix to go see her when I get done here. So we need the prayer. We ain't thinking on man's words, we thinking on God's words. And he said, by his stripes you are healed. So we got to have a little faith, and faith without works is dead, according to the word. So we speak life and faith and send up prayers to him. I believe she'll be healed. And he says, I think it was Romans chapter 8, where 2 or more gathered in my name, there I am, there I will be. So the more of us that prays for her healing, there will God be. So appreciate it, guys. I would love some prayer and support for Mama. Just send them up quietly. Praise, shout to the rooftops, however you want to do it. But I ask y'all just put an extra prayer in for her on your prayer list. And other than that, we fixing to check this last set and get out of here. If there's nothing in it, we'll be right back here tomorrow checking. And hopefully the rain's held off, temperatures dropped, and we are watching some fur dancing in the trap. So stay with me, guys. We'll get right back in here and check tomorrow. Till then, stay tuned. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another check day. This is picking up off where we left off yesterday. We had all that darn rain moved through it. Finally got moved out, but we're headed in to check sets on the farm we've been on the last few episodes. Probably gonna run them about another week out here at this one, and then we're gonna be probably pulling the line. And we're not gonna pull them for good just yet, because we got that other farm last year. Some of you guys probably remember the alpha dog location where we was trapping that particular one pack of dogs. I've still got deer cameras there on some trees there, and I've been getting a big bobcat on camera. So I want to spend a week and a half trapping that before the season goes out. February 29th is our last day for bobcat. So if I'm gonna target any, I need to get after them. I'm just basically just nothing but coyotes out here. Stay tuned, guys, and I'll get us on as soon as we get to the farm and see what's on the line. Well, guys, all that rain we've had, nothing's touched this set. So I'm gonna spice it up a little. Put a little Trapper J lure on it. You got that skunky stuff. They're holding good, so our wax dirt's doing its job. It's just been too wet for them critters, but just wanted to top it off with a little scent, get that skunk smell in it. Because as you know, that rain, it'll really do a number on some of these lures. So just to be safe, I wanted to touch it up a bit. We're gonna move on down. As you guys can see, most of these traps, they've held up good with the wax, and even the flat sets covered in the grass. They've really held up for the 4 inches of rain we've had, so they're good and functioning. It's suppressed with the temperatures and the rain not just pouring like it done. The critters didn't move last night, what it looks like. But we got about 6 more sets to check. Maybe we can luck up. Stay tuned, guys. Well, wasn't nothing in that other set. I wanted to fire it. This thing, if you guys remember, it was like a wet set, a water set. It was so flooded there a few days ago. So now, double check hardware, everything's looking good. I believe this is the set, guys, when we started this farm this year, when my freaking sod buster broke on me. I want a little bit of wax dirt on the bottom. Beautiful. But this is a Bridger number 3 dogless, fully modified. It's a really good trap. I really enjoy it. And it works great for these big step down dirt holes. It's got a big surface area for that pan. I mean, the critter just really can hardly miss it. I mean, it works great. I don't want to use up a bunch of wax dirt covering this kind of set right now, because there's really no need. So I'm gonna just get it covered like that, And I'm gonna take some of this drier stuff and try to cover it with it. Maybe we'll blend good enough. Yeah. We might fool an old hungry dog. Do that right there. Let him know it's like that. And we'll put a few leaves in the way there. Alright. Get a little clipping power. It looks like something's really tore up the place here. A little rain we get will blend it all right back in good. We are going to rebait this thing. You know what I'm going with. A little Rusty Johnson Lucky. And since we're in the peak of their breeding, I'm going to use some good hot coyote gland lure. And you know my favorite's the Windy Ridge. Shove it down the hole. Let me see, here's your bird's eye view. That'll do it. Y'all gotta stay tuned. We'll move on down the line. It's gonna be hard to get to him with a catch pole though. Picked up a nice red fox here on the farm day. Got him in that drag, the same drag we remade this setup where we caught that real vocal coyote that had the real bad rub on his back. But he's a good looking red. Looks like a young male. Anyway, guys, he's working pretty good. Let me get him took care of, and we'll get a better look at him. Stay tuned. Talk about a catch. What a nice red. Whew, he skunked up.
How heavy is he?
Shoo. Nice red. Keep him out off of you so he don't bleed, you know, he don't get rub on your clothes.
This ain't a bad fox.
What do you think about him, SI?
He's pretty.
Nice young male dog?
Yeah.
Make sure we got rabbits to hunt next year, don't it?
Yeah.
Got to do our part to keep our ecosystem right, don't we?
Yep.
This is how we're able to have wild turkeys to hunt and deer and everything else, ain't it?
Yeah.
Got to do our job. All right. Look at her smile. I'll get a still picture out of it. There you go. All right, guys, stay with us. We're going to get this reset and put back in the ground. Maybe we can pick up his girlfriend. All right, guys, so here we are getting our drag set back. You can see where he run. Let me see here. I'll show you guys. Where he run, this was where the initial set was. All this was thick. He got off, but he got off in some trees there with that sabertooth, and that let him able to run around this side. That coyote last time was over here. I just moved up on this small game set we found. This was a nice small game trail, and I could tell there was paw tracks in it. So I thought it'd be a good spot to set off of. And it worked out. So there's still quite a bit of debris right here and still a natural trail. So we're gonna try it and just reset right here on it and see how it goes. All right, guys, we're gonna remake this. We still got, I can't believe, 4 inches of rain. And look, our wax dirt is still plenty dry down here. I just thought it'd be a gully wash. As much as it was like a gully washer we had, I thought for sure it was gonna be a washout, but it don't appear like they got as much rain as we did back home. And this was overkill for a red fox. This is a 4-coil MB 550. Definitely overkill. But I wasn't targeting fox, so you got to take that into consideration too. Little tip for you guys too. Look down here with the cameraman. Little tip for you: when you're running drags, when you're gonna bury like me, I bury about my first foot of my chain like that. Always get that buried and tapped on down in out of the way before you start really setting this, because if you don't, a lot of times you'll hit it, pull it, and set it off. So just something to think about, guys, for you new guys that are just getting going. If you use drags, this is a good tight trap bed I made the first time. And the good thing about that drag, well, it just night latched. Good thing about that drag, it gets them out of your trap bed so you can get over here and remake that thing. Okay. Where's our, we're gonna use this pan cover again. All right, let me get my wax dirt. I don't have to sift this because it's already, I've already sifted it when I put it up. So don't think, oh man, he's using bad dirt, because I'm not. I just want it all over the jaws and covered good. She's good and tight. Oh yeah. They got to be solid, especially from fox. Now, all right, let me grab my scissors. We're gonna cover it almost like the flat set that it is. So we got a lot of this in the area. When you get this kind of stuff, when you first grab it, make sure you get any of that thick stuff out of it. And you just want, like that right there, you don't want thick stuff, you just want your leafy type material. And that way there's not a chance of anything too strong being in between them jaws when she goes off. Just chop it up. And don't leave a pile right over your pan. Spread it. I pile it on my pan, then I spread it. I don't put a lot of emphasis on the center. I just make sure there's a good flat landing spot for the center. And I had that there to keep from him coming here where he's opened this up. I don't want him coming up in this way. So now we got all this brush. He's just naturally gonna come this way now. And yeah. We'll get this thing rebaited. And that's gonna do it, boys. We're gonna go back down this hole with Hoosier Top Dog Arctic. It's got a good skunk smell, and I got a pretty deep hole here, so I don't have to re-dig it. It didn't get filled in, and truth be, the bait's probably all still down there, but you just never know what's happened during the night. So when one critter's caught, another might have come by and stole it from him, for all I know. Damn, I need something I can get. No, I need something long. Here we go. There we go. That's a little Trapper J All Predator lure we're using there. That's a good finished set right there. Well, there's another subtle dirt hole. It was pretty wet down the bottom, but It's not been touched for the most part. That's gonna do it for today's episode. I'll get this out of here as soon as I can to you guys. And if any of you guys are around Nashville, Tennessee this weekend, they got the NWTF convention going on, the sports shows Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I'm gonna be out there all day Friday. I don't have a booth. I'm just gonna be out there hanging out with some fellas, mingling around and checking everybody out and talking and having a big time. So if you're out there and see me, come say what's up. I'd love to talk to you guys. And good luck, guys. And I'll catch you guys right back here on the next episode. And always, I got an important guest here. He's going to tell you the most important thing we need you to do here. Before y'all go, make sure
you guys subscribe, like, hit the bell notification, and we'll see you guys on the next episode.
You heard the kid. Y'all do it, and we'll catch you right back here on the next one. Peace.